Welcome back, everyone, to What If Naruto Ate a Devil Fruit, the Kage Kage no Mi edition. Last time on a Naruto What If, we had the seven-way, what am I talking about? The three-way deadlock with the Sannin, followed by Sasuke and Naruto's eventful fight on the roof of the hospital, which ultimately resulted in Kakashi stopping the match. Now, I am going to do something that I actually don't normally do. I am going to retcon something in the previous episode. Now, I want to be very clear about this. I don't normally do this, but a viewer brought up let me put it this way. They didn't bring up a good point in sense of they made a good argument. I'm going to actually read the comment because I'm not trying to flame people, but still. What was it? What did the person say? Oh, the person said, I'm not going to name the person, you can look them up. It's getting real annoying they always allow Kabuto to survive the fight against Naruto in this part of your what if. Are you really that So, what they meant to say was, are you really that incompetent on not knowing how to kill Kabuto, or are you another Kabuto fanboy, or another fanboy of Kabuto, so you come up with a way to let him survive? I'm going to assume you're good at grammar because what you actually wrote was, are you the really incompetence of not knowing how to kill Kabuto, or are you another annoying fanboy of Kabuto so you come up with ways for him to survive? It's incompetent you were looking for. A, I'm not a fanboy of Kabuto. I like him fine, but he's not a fanboy. B, I can come up with a way to kill him. I just don't normally think he would die. But what you said made me rethink what I did in the chapter last week. Or, yeah, it would be last week now. And it made me realize that probably actually isn't the way that battle would have gone down. So, A, first off, go watching the Ichibei, the Naruto gets Ichimonji video for a video where I think I killed Kabuto in that fight. B, get over yourself. It didn't piss me. It pissed me off in the sense that, really? Are you that up your own ass? Dude, I do the videos the way I do my videos. If you don't like the video, then don't watch the video. I will get along fine without you. No offense, but that's just the way. You came off pretty snooty there, dude. But to your credit, you did remind me that probably wasn't the way that fight would have gone down, because I forgot a very intrinsic ability of Naruto's in that fight. So let's just backpedal real quick in that fight. When Naruto gangs up on Kabuto. Honestly, Naruto would have dropped Kabuto a lot quicker because he would have just stolen his shadow and basically consumed his shadow, and Kabuto would have burst into flames and died. So, yeah, actually Kabuto would have died there. So, one of the few times I'm actually retconning what happened. Now, I do believe Orochimaru would have just gotten out of there at that point. I do believe he still survives. Don't give me the argument, well, there's three of them, they can gang up on him. He'll just do the melding into the ground thing, and he still could use some abilities. It was for example, just because his arm's gone didn't stop him from doing his body swapping jutsu. Or his elongating snake tongue or anything like that. So he still could use some techniques. So don't try to then argue, well, they would have just killed him. No, they would not have. He would have. The minute Kabuto was dead and he was 5-on-1, really. Yeah, Orochimaru's heading the hell out of there. So Kabuto's dead, and Naruto consumed his soul. So, with that said, let's actually move forward to where we are in this story, where the Sound 4 do show up in the village. Now, they are aware, courtesy of Orochimaru, that Sasuke does not have the curse mark. And so they are offering a way for him to get power by offering... I'm sure Orochimaru probably has other ways of applying the curse mark. We've never seen them. But it would make sense that he probably does have other methods to apply it, not just biting someone. So maybe they gave them a little ceiling, slap it on your neck kind of tattoo thing. But it burns itself into your skin, that kind of thing. But they approach Sasuke and say, who are you? It's like, we are the Sound 4 of Orochimaru. It's like, just shut up and make a choice. Like, Tayuya, stop it right now. I apologize, but we're on a tight schedule here. Who are you? Based on your headbands, you're sound ninja. What do you want? We are here to offer you something, something you desire. Or should we say Orochimaru is here to offer you something you desire. True power, the power to even kill your brother. And Sasuke's like, what do you know about it? It's like, we know, it's like, we know enough. But you've got to make the choice, Sasuke. You got to come willingly. And so eventually it gets into a fight. Now, luckily, Sasuke doesn't have the curse mark here. So he doesn't have this, like, come and try it moment. Of course, he still says, come and try it. Only this time, I think he does activate, like, Chidori when he says it. He's like, come, and he's got the challenge Chidori and said, come and try it. And they will all see the Chidori, and they're all now, okay, he's serious. Now, look, aren't you tired of always coming up second? And Sasuke stops when he thinks about Naruto and how far Naruto came. And the fact that Naruto probably is stronger than him. He hates admitting that to himself, but Naruto has most likely surpassed him. He's got all of his shadow techniques. He's gotten better at taijutsu. He's got a shadow clone jutsu. And he's got that weird round swirling orb. Sasuke's Chidori lessons, but it doesn't stop Flutter. He's like, don't you want to be the strongest again? Because you will never be able to beat your brother unless you are the strongest, Sasuke, and he can offer it to you. We'll be waiting. Just think about it. We'll be waiting on the outside of your village for your answer. And they disappear, and Sasuke trying to figure out, and just kind of standing there, like, just contemplating: is this really what it's going to take? Betraying my home, my friends, to kill him again. Reminder: he doesn't have the influence of the curse mark to darken his thoughts, to make it all look more worthwhile to him. It's like, what does this village really mean to me? No, sorry, excuse me, I burped there. He's very much still Sasuke. He's still got the darkness in him. He's still got the desire, but it's not corroding his soul away. He's not a lot more. He doesn't have the darkness in him. And that little voice whispering, come to me, Sasuke. But he's still very much like, what do I do? He's very conflicted. And he's wandering and he's walking. And he realizes where he is. And he's in front of Naruto's home. And he goes and he just knocks on the door. And Naruto goes, Sasuke, what the hell are you doing here, man? Oh, come on, don't tell me you want to finish the fight. Come on, man, it's late. Can't we do this in the morning? He's like, Naruto, I need to talk to you. And Naruto is like, you want to come in? Yeah, sure. And he's about to take it. He's like, yeah, he just doesn't live in the best place in the world. It's like, well, what do you want? It's like, Naruto, I need to talk to you about something. How did you do it? How did you get so strong so quickly? And Naruto's just thinking, like, what's this coming from? I need to know the answer, Naruto. There are a lot of paths to power. I need to become stronger, but I need to know how you did it. You had no one. You didn't have a family, nothing. And all of a sudden, you just suddenly got these powers, and you suddenly became so impressive. It's like, it's almost like it just came easy to you. Which Naruto actually kind of like frowns, like, you think this came easy to me? Yeah, I ate some weird fruit. It gave me shadow powers. I still have to practice like hell, train like hell to get these down, and I still don't even know half of what I'm doing with this shit. I have to work every day to just keep as strong as I am, let alone get stronger. Well, you of all people, if anyone should know, so what it's like to be blessed with abilities, should be the great prodigy of our class. And Sasuke kind of just, you don't know anything about me or how hard I've had to work to get strong. Well, maybe we would if you ever talked to us about it. Like, what the hell is going on with you? And Sasuke just kind of like, Orochimaru. He had ninja came into the village, and they were offering me. He's offering me strength to kill Itachi, strength to be stronger. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted. And Sasuke's looking down, but after all this time, you, Sakura, the village, I don't want to abandon it unless I know it's worth it. And he looks up like, so I want to know. And all of a sudden, Naruto just cracks him. Oh, what the hell is it? You son of a bitch! You ever talk like that again, and I will kill you myself. And Naruto, all of a sudden, shadows are just crawling on Naruto. Naruto just grabs him with a shadow arm, which at this point he can actually give a little bit of solid mass thanks to probably like Shikaku's chakra being in there. Just like, you think power, you think there's some easy way to power. There's not. I got lucky with the fruit, and I still have to train every day to control this damn thing. So, you want to get stronger, then get stronger. But don't think there's any easy way out. If you think he's offering you some easy way to power, it's not going to be easy. It's going to come with a catch. You want to catch. That snake is nothing but trouble. This guy wants nothing but hardship and terror. He wants to destroy this village, and you're willing to go to him. And Naruto's holding it, and Sasuke's just like, ugh. He's seeing Naruto's eyes even turn a little bit into the fox. Like, I swear. So if you want to try to go. But if I go to bed, like when I kick you out of here, and I find out you're gonna leave the village, I'll hunt you down myself. And Naruto just throws him down to the ground. And now Naruto, that might seem really harsh coming from Naruto to a degree. Like when he say, I will bring you back, I will drag you back, broken body and all, to the village or something like that. Well, maybe. But remember, he's got a little bit of the fox's rage in there. And that's kind of more what Naruto meant. Yeah, I did throw that, I'll kill you myself. But, he's upset at Sasuke because despite all, he does consider Sasuke probably his closest friend. Sasuke is looking at him like, and Naruto looks down at him. He finally lets him down. Sasuke says, and Naruto kind of walks up to him and kind of leans down and says, look, I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about your brother or anything like that. You ever want to talk about it? I'm here. Sakura's here. Kakashi Sensei's here. We're not just your teammates. We're your friends. And if you want to get stronger, we'll work together to get stronger. We'll all work with you to get stronger together. And when time comes for you to face him, we'll be there to help you if you need it. But no matter what you do, there is no easy way out. You'll have to work no matter what. And so the choice is yours. And as he helps Sasuke up, and Sasuke kind of just looks at him, and he sees Naruto, this dead last, staying to fight, and literally just manhandle him like it was nothing. And again, there's that ease of like how much stronger did he get, but I mean, they realize like if he can get this much stronger, and they call me a prodigy. What's my ceiling? Sasuke finally makes his decision. Naruto, thank you. And we cut to Sasuke walking out to the edge of the village, and Sakura did not catch him this time around. It just took a different path, and he. There's like my time here's over. It's like my next chapter begins, or whatever the line was. And so the sound ninja goes, so normally would have activated your second form of your curse mark, but unfortunately you don't even have the first one. So Orochimaru gave us this. All you have to do is apply it willingly. Of course, it has to integrate with your chakra, so you have to be the one to apply it. And so they hand it to Sasuke, and he's about to until it put it on, and he hovers like, yeah, about that, and you suddenly just channel some fire through it because you could probably do that. Just what? It's like, yeah, about that. I don't really have any intention of going to Orochimaru. I was like, what? What is this? And it's like, and Sasuke kind of just smirks like, it's called a setup. Just all of a sudden, many different. I don't know how many Jonin would have been left in the village at this point. We know Kakashi wasn't in the village at this time, nor Azuma. Don't know about Kurenai. Probably not. But we have multiple Anbu suddenly shows up. Anbu's like, you son of a... And we have a couple Chunin, and even Tsunade herself shows up. Like, that's Tsunade. Oh, that's not good. Jiraiya, I don't know where he was at this point. I don't think he was in the village, though. Plus a couple of, like, the best getting him, including Naruto, who's there. Shadow's ready. Shikamaru's there. Like, the Sasuke retrieval arc team is there. And... They're all ready to go, and it's like you have two options: you can surrender and come willingly, or you can die. And or you can die. And Kidomaru, Utayuya are probably the two smartest ones on the team. And Sokka, actually, that's probably not true. Sokka, Ukon, and Kidomaru probably are. Tayuya's a bit hot-headed, and Jirobo is a meathead. Sorry, I say it's Jirobo. Is it Jirobo? No. Yeah, it's Jirobo. There's a Jirobo in Bleach. I know that too. Very weak Jirobo, but a Jirobo. And there's a Jidambo in Bleach. I always get those two confused with this Jirobo. But Jirobo's like, yeah, fat chance, and Naruto, and basically Naruto just snuck his shadow around, just burns up, and just it's like, and Naruto suddenly is there with a couple clones, like anyone, and all the shadows loom. Like, who's next? It's like, oh, and Kitamara's like, Lord Orochimaru is not going to be happy about this. And Taiyo's like, I'm not going to die for that blasted snake. I swear I can't. And Sakura and Ukon, they're probably arrogant enough to think that maybe they can get out of there. They do like the Rashomon, just suddenly Rashomon, like trying to get out of there. Naruto's shadow comes again, only this time the two separate. It's like, huh? What the? It's like, yeah, not going to happen this time, Fox Brat. And once again, Naruto is just looking on. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And his shadow's still there as it's kind of separated. It's like it tries to attack. It's like, please. And they both try to go for Naruto, try to integrate with him, only for him to be like, whoop. It's like, huh? And all of a sudden, Shadow Hand or Sengmon's just come in and just blast them both. Ah! And then he just takes off their shadows too. Essentially, Naruto was consumed about half the Sound 4. It's actually three-fifths of the Sound 4, technically. Tai, as well as Kabuto. And so, yeah, the remainder of just like they give up. Like, no, we'll go. We'll talk. Just no. That kid is literally eating us. And they toss Sakon into the sun. And he just burns up. Ukon burns up. And so, and Tsunade just as they're being hauled away, Tsunade looks at Sasuke and just says, normally I might have to reprimand someone for their behavior like this, but given what you just did, I suppose we can let it slide. But I would caution you not to think about any sort of coup or anything like that again. And Sasuke, no, I've made my choice. This is where I belong. And it's like, good to hear. And he just looks at Naruto and says, that boy. And so they take and now Kinemaro and Tai are going to have a lot of fun with Ibiki. So the Sasuke retrieval arc never happens. Orochimaru is very pissed when he realizes that they are not coming back. Kimimaro is no good. Kimimaro is just going to end up dead. He's still got some of his genetics, we know that, but he's going to end up dead. So he has to take a body and continue his work on his own, which is going to be slowed down without Kabuto. We know he's a scientist in his own right, though, so it's not like it's going to just stop. But what happens now? Well, now we're in that kind of lull between the Sasuke retrieval and Naruto leaving the village. Most of everything's quiet down. Sakura's happy to see Sasuke staying. Kakashi's very happy to hear what happened. Everyone's all well and good. Jiraiya then shows up saying, I heard you kids did pretty well against some of those sound ninja. I've heard they're tough customers. But you seem all worse aware. Naruto, hey kid, I got something to talk to you about. And so he's like, we're going to be going on a little trip. A 3-year training trip. We're going to make sure it get you as strong as possible. And he explains that Akatsuki are going to be moving. And Naruto is like, all right, cool, awesome. And yeah, not a lot's going to happen in that time. I've not set up any sort of romantic relationships or anything like that. So there's no real need for Naruto to be lingering much longer than he needs to. Hinata still stays and trains with Neji, doesn't see Naruto off. But Naruto's team at least sees him off. Sakura, I do think, does feel useless compared to Naruto and Sasuke, so she does ultimately go to talk to Tsunade to train her. Sasuke also is going to be training under Kakashi again, like he normally does. And there you have it. So I guess the question now just becomes, what happens during those 3 years? Sasuke is going to get a whole bunch of techniques. I still think he could learn the Kyurin. He'll have a fully mature Sharingan. Honestly, most of the stuff, except for the snake-based jutsus, most of everything Orochimaru could have taught him, Kakashi could have taught him, quite frankly, minus the drug enhancements. Like, we do know Sasuke did do drug enhancements, like steroids or whatever it was. Sakura would also probably be about the same strength. It's Naruto we're going to have to focus on for just a moment. Now, in the originals, Jiraiya really improved his fundamentals, his tactics, his hand-to-hand combat skills, the big ball Rasengan, and train more with the Fox's chakra. Here and negating genjutsu. Here, though, Naruto has the added bonus of A, having Shikaku's chakra in there, B, having the shadow abilities. And so, what's going on here? Well, I think chakra control still gets stressed to the point where Naruto can now just do a one-handed without even his shadows. Because he actually already had pretty good chakra control thanks to having to control his shadow. So that makes sense he could get better chakra control. He also already kind of has the big ball Rasengan. He just uses his shadow for it. And fundamentals, hand-to-hand combat, all that. I do think, though, that let's say three things. One, Jiraiya does figure out an idea for Naruto to be able to use the other ability of the Kage Kage no Mi, the Shadow Fruit. Because if you remember, something I brought up in the very beginning of the series that Naruto just, as a character, would not do is use corpses for puppets. But there are workarounds for that. And I think Jiraiya would have figured out something for Naruto to do. So that's something Naruto can actually apply later on. Also, I have figured out a way you could awaken this devil fruit. And I think one of the ways this devil fruit, I'm not going to say how yet. I'll reveal it later on. But through his training with the fox and the Shikaku chakra, he's able to he gets pushed to the edge and it awakens his devil fruit. So there's that. Then there is the training with Kurama and Shikaku. Now, because Shikaku's chakra is also integrating into in the seal as well, when Naruto goes into, say, like the Fox chakra mode, there's actually some Shikaku now in there too. So even though there's no real color difference, technically, it's the only. In fact, he's the only tail beast, as someone said, that doesn't have a tail beast cloak. I like to think there's flecks of gold in there, and over the time, Naruto and I think Shikaku and Kurama are on at least more reasonable terms, even though Shikaku keeps yelling and screaming. Naruto's like, look, eventually I will release you if you'll ever just promise not to destroy shit. Is that fair enough? And Shikaku's like, never! And it's like, fine, and I'm not going to do it, because I'm not going to risk everything. It's like, what about me, brat? And he's like, well, do you plan to destroy things? And it's like, of course not. It's like, do you think I believe that? Of course not. Because the fox right now is still very much full of hate. But Naruto is learning to use still the chakra modes. Unfortunately, there's so much tail beast chakra in there. I don't even think Naruto can effectively use it. Oh, my laptop is running low here on battery. Luckily, we're pretty much done with this. I think there's so much tail beast chakra that I don't think he can even really use a 3-tail cloak without kind of going nuts. Just a little bit. He can kind of maintain himself still, but yeah, and if he goes in the 4 tails, goodbye. But one of the things that has occurred is that he does have access to magnet release. He's finally figured out levels of magnet release. Now, what's he using it with? Well, that's something I think Jiraiya has also figured out a little bit as well. So I'll show that off a little bit later. Last but not least, though, I do think Jiraiya has introduced some chakra training with Naruto. Elemental training. He's learned his element is wind, and so he trains him enough that he can at least use a basic wind jutsu, great breakthrough. Still trying to apply it to his Rasengan, but I think at the very minimum, he does have a wind Rasengan by the time the 3 years are over, or at least a very basic interpretation of it. He's still got to practice more with it. Instead of Naruto arrives back, the orange shadow of the leaf has returned. And we will follow more of his story this Wednesday. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.